Mola. Now, Asha Sharma has released an email that she sent about Microsoft doing 3,200 layoffs. That is just insane. And they're also reducing their, I think, their leadership roles. Where is it? Hold on. They said they're reducing their leadership roles. I think from like 5 to like 3 positions. They're retiring people. Dave McCarthy is just wow. Everybody was expecting layoffs, but not to this caliber. They're also saying that they're doing 10 times worse right here. They're operating at margins are 10 to 3 times lower than Sony or Nintendo. Do you imagine 10 times less than Nintendo and Sony? That is insane. But let's get into it, man. Let's go. What's up, guys? Mola Gaming here. We're back with another video for you guys today. Now, before we start, I hope everybody's doing good. Damn, Mike acting up. Now, if you're liking what you're watching, please go drop a like and also consider subscribing. Also, take a minute of your time after you watch this video to check out my channel if you want. I would really appreciate it. Now, let's get to it. So Asha Sharma this morning, she released a statement saying that this is an important email sent to all Xbox employees. We are beginning the most significant reconstruction in Xbox history. After careful consideration, I made a difficult decision to reduce our team by approximately 3,200 throughout the fiscal year 2027. So meaning from today, July 6th, all the way to next year, July 6th of 2027, they're going to reduce 3,200. Like, they're gonna lay off 3,200 people. That is an insane amount of people. This is only on Xbox only. Like, this is just the Xbox company. This is not Microsoft, because Microsoft probably has like way more. This is just on the Xbox side. That is an insane amount of people. Like, an insane amount of people. So I know right here, I know this is painful. These changes will directly affect people who have poured their creativity into Xbox. Many joined us through acquisition, while others were recruited here or sought out because they love this industry and loved Xbox. You imagine you're just part of another studio and then you get bought out by Xbox, and then like 3 months later, oh yeah, sorry pal, you're gonna have to go find another studio. Like, that's insane, you know. Our business today is not healthy. We are operating at margins that are 3 to 10 times lower than comparable platform and publishing businesses. We've entered Gen 9 with a smaller install base and a higher cost structure, meaning they had a lower they entered the Series X generation with lowered install base than they did with the Xbox One. You know, that's just bad. That's just bad. Since 2018, we have aggressively expanded our studio portfolio, while the number of games has created each month across the industry now outpaces the last 10 years combined. We now find ourselves competing not only with the largest publisher, but also with the smallest independent studios. It is neither possible nor desirable to own every great independent studio. We have also learned that not our best home for every type of studio. In a typical year, we lost 64 cents for every dollar we invested. As we reset Xbox, we will help independent creators succeed by providing open development tools and audiences in real life. Is that the problem? Xbox doesn't know how to manage their studios because they give them way too many free reins and then they produce nothing. Like Compulsion Game, Double Fine Productions will return to management and transition to independent studios with their IPs. Basically, Compulsion and Double Fine, they're going to become independent studios. So they're going to go completely independent, right? And then Ninja Theory and Undead Labs had entered terms to join. Like, somebody's going to buy these studios, the Ninja Theory and Undead Labs. Now, Ninja Theory, after I said Hellblade. After Hellblade 1, they took like 8 fucking years to fucking make, I think it's 8 years, right? Around 8 years to make Hellblade 2. And that game was a 3-hour fucking showcase piece. It took you 8 fucking years to make a 3-hour showcase piece of a game. That is unacceptable. Unacceptable. On that last, who knows? Who knows that this game, I remember they announced this game like 4 years ago and they hadn't even worked. They wasn't even working on the game. They just announced it because I'm guessing Xbox was putting pressure on them. They had just announced this like 4 years ago and they hadn't even started working on it. It wasn't even it was just a name. It wasn't even a concept. Like that's what I'm saying. In France, Arcane management is beginning to require consultants with its work council to review potential strategic options. So this Arcane is still safe. They're still keeping Arcane. They're just trying to see what they can do to make it profitable. We are also making reductions across other units and in some cases shifting investment to focus on higher priority projects. These changes vary in size across Activision, Bethesda, Cinemax, Blizzard, King, Mojang, and Xbox Game Studios. None of our first party publicly announced games or projects are being canceled as part of this reduction. So basically none of the games that got announced in the Summer Games Fest are gonna be canceled. There will be continued to release. Now, what I don't understand is a lot of people are saying, oh yeah, this is not as bad. Yes, this is bad. 3,200 people are losing their jobs. Like, what do you mean this is not bad? This is terrible. This is super terrible. Like, they're not profitable. They're not making money at all. And here they're saying their business, Xbox business, has 14 layers of management. And that is insane. That's a lot of freaking heads you have to go through to just get something approved, which now makes complete sense how Xbox is just a total shit show. You have to go through 14 layers of management to get anything approved. That is insane. That is insane. Now, this right here was kind of interesting to me. She said, in addition, Mojang and King will now report directly to her. These two studios have increasingly become platform and are largest by monthly. Basically, the two most profitable companies are gonna report direct to Asha Sharma. She wants to manage them like herself and not have to go through the 14 layers of management. That is a ridiculous amount of hierarchy that they have in Xbox. Like, that's just crazy. We will reduce management layers to no more than 5, and where possible, 3. We will deliver success through the flatter organization that is built around makers, individual contributors focused on building, player coaches, leaders who remain deeply involved in the work while developing their teams, and directly responsible individuals, DRIs, who own key decisions and outcomes. And we will streamline how we work across our tools. With a cleaner code base, shared service, and 50% reduced vendor spend. Meaning they're gonna go from the 14 layers, she's trying to bring it down to 5. And in some occasions, probably 3. This will work a little bit better because going through 14 layers of approval is ridiculous. You may not get anything approved, you know? As Xbox grew our headcount, we became more fragmented. Team, studios, and functions often operated independently, and it became harder to work towards a shared goal. Make the right trade-off and get things done. I mean, yeah, to get things done, you have to go through 14 fucking layers, bro. Ain't nobody got time for that. Like, this is like, a lot of people didn't take this that bad because none of the studios are getting closed. They're just getting, 2 studios are becoming their own independent studios, and then the other 2 studios are getting like funding from another publisher. And not only that, Arcane is still gonna stay with Xbox. They're just trying to figure out like basically what they're gonna do with it. And then IGN right here releases a statement: Xbox is not healthy, but losing all its talent isn't the cure. But how can you say this if the current talent that they're losing haven't produced shit? South of Midnight flopped. It released on PlayStation and it still flopped. This game was a 3-hour showcase. It flopped. It didn't sell anywhere. It released on PS5 and it still flopped. So what talent are we talking about? Ninja Theory, they're not that good. Compulsion Game are also not that good. Arcane, they're just restructuring. Undead Lab haven't released anything in 8 years. So you tell me you know. And I love how they put the Blade trailer, where they just made a trailer. They haven't released anything in 3 years. Ever since Microsoft near $70 billion acquisition of Activision Blizzard 2022, the wheels have been steadily loosening at Xbox to the point where it feels like they could fall off completely any day now. From the evolution of Bethesda Studios, including closures of Tango Gameworks and Arcane Austin, to the cancellation of Perfect Dark, that one right there kind of hurt. The Perfect Dark one. I really don't care what IGN gotta say, because we all know they biased and they don't know what the fuck they're talking about half the time. But if the article's there, if you want to take a read. I don't really align myself with IGN's views because they always seem very biased. I don't really care what they gotta say or whatever. But yeah, just when you think anything cannot get worse, it just keeps getting worse. Not only did Sony announce that they're closing studios. Not only the Xbox and other they're closing studio, but Sony announced on Friday that they're ending physical games in 2028 January. And also right here just came out. Sony has in the update, in the contract and the statement that they made, they sneaked this shit by. You may close your account by contacting us using the details in section A. If you have not used your account for at least 36 months, we may take steps to close it. In that case, we will contact you via the email address registered to your account and give you 6 months to either log into your account or contact us. Basically, if Sony is gonna close your account if you haven't used it for 3 years. Now, if you haven't used your account for 3 years, you probably don't want it no more. But the only problem I have with this is you will not be able to access none of your digital products. So basically, if you've been with PlayStation since PS3, because that's when you started buying digital games. If you've been with Sony since PS3, and you have spent like well over 10, 15, 20, 30, 50, $100,000 just buying digital games, you will lose all of that. Right here, it says it right here. After your account is closed, you will not be able to access your PlayStation Online services or use the digital products. That is fucked up. That is fucked up right there. Like that right there is fucked up. Now, if you guys enjoyed the video or if you made it this far, I do appreciate it. Please drop a like on the video. Also, take a minute to check out my channel and consider subscribing. Now, on that note, I will see you guys next time, man. Take care.